Hey, welcome to Cube Puzzle Fun. This is a YouTube channel where I attempt to explain how to solve these twisty puzzles in a way that is as easy as possible for as many people as possible to understand. We like fun, we like easy to understand. This is a 5x5 Rubik's Cube, and today on the I Can Solve a Rubik's Cube Facebook group, we had a question come in on how do you solve the last two centers on a 5x5. So I have here a scrambled up 5x5, and I am going to make a time lapse of solving all but two sides and go over how you can solve the last two centers. Okay, here is the first situation that I came up with where I've solved four sides and two sides are unsolved still. The two sides that are unsolved happen to be on opposite sides of the cube from one another. Much easier thing to do is if you end up with two sides that are unsolved that are right next to each other, it's a little bit easier conceptually to understand what's going on, but you still need to do the same things that you would do anyway, even if their two unsolved sides are two spaces apart. So in this particular case, we have green side mostly solved with two misbehaving blue centers, and on the blue side we have blue center almost completely solved with two misbehaving green centers. So I mean, the first thing that we can do that is pretty easy to do is trade 2 for 1. We can move this whole bar with the two greens over to this green side and have only one misbehaving, and then when they trade places, there'll be just the one rather than the two. But that's still not going to get us solved. But I'm going to do that just as a first step. So the first thing I'm going to do is send this green and blue bar over to this side, but I don't want to displace this one yet. I want to displace a full green bar, so I will send this over to the green side, and then I will rotate this back 180 degrees so that when I'm bringing this back, I will have the blues with one green that I'm bringing back. So now I'm going to bring those back, and now you will see I have traded 2 for 1, where instead of two misbehaving on each side, I just have the one misbehaving on each side. Now, the specific thing that you want to do in order to finally get these centers solved, you want to line up the one misbehaving inner corner in the upper right hand side. It's sort of like the 1 to 2 o'clock position in the clock there. And on the other side, you want to have the misbehaving one in the lower right hand corner. What that's going to allow you to do, if you do that, is you can send this bar over, and we're going to be able to keep the white and the yellow intact because we're just sending them over and bringing them back, so that really isn't going to affect this. Obviously that's not going to affect the sides because we're just going in this direction, but we're going to send this over, and when it's over here, you just want to turn this clockwise so that this is now this lower bar is now in this position to receive that one displaced bar over here. This is going to line up. See, watch when we bring this back, this is going to line up. Once it's lined up, look what we have. We just have all solid green, all solid blue. Over here, we have all solid blue, and solid green. So all we need to do now is just send this whole blue line over to where it belongs and come fetch our green line back. So in order to do that, we want to rotate this so that a solid blue line is going to be going away, and then we'll rotate it to bring our green line back. So here we go. We're going to send this blue over and get this green back, which will fix all of our centers. There you go. That's one possible situation. Here is a much trickier situation. This is when you have one misbehaving centerpiece, but it's an inner center edge rather than an inner center corner. In this case, I have a green side with the center almost solved with just one misbehaving yellow inner edge, and a yellow side with one green inner edge. And fortunately this time I just have them right next to each other so that I can just send them over back and forth. And we're just going to keep working back and forth until we have all four edges in the right place. So let me figure out what I need to do to send this yellow edge over here and get this green edge back over here. How about I try something like this and this. Yep, that's gonna do it. So what I did was I moved this yellow edge over. I displaced this full yellow bar, and then I rotated this so that when I bring this full yellow bar back, I will get this green edge back where it belongs over on the green side. And now I'm back to just the simple situation of having a corner, a yellow corner misbehaving and a green corner misbehaving. So again, you just do the same thing where you put the one corner up in the upper right, the other misbehaving corner down in the lower right, 1, 2, and again you just do this where you send this bar up and rotate 90 degrees clockwise and bring it back so that you have this all lined up, and this all is lined up also, and then you just trade those. You will send a yellow displacing a yellow, turn it around so that your green is coming back and your yellow is coming back at the same time. There you go. I'm hoping that helped you learn a little bit. If you're having a problem with the last two centers on a 5x5 Rubik's Cube, hopefully that is what you need to fix you. And now that your corners are fixed, you can proceed and figure out the rest of the thing. If not, leave a comment. I'll be happy to make another video. That's me. My rap name is Alex. This is Cube Puzzle Fun. Peace.